to the RunRX Podcast, where we talk about all things running. As many runners know, it's 90% mental. So join Coach Valerie and Coach Caroline as we go through the mental side of running. Welcome back to Tough Love Tuesdays. How are you guys doing? Are you part of our virtual clinic? If you are, I hope you are enjoying it. And I'm going to talk about a concept that Valerie and I are going to be talking about in the next couple of weeks, because you might be asking yourself, okay, I know the pose, so now what? Okay. If you're not in the virtual clinic, if you missed the ads and you didn't get in, or you didn't get the emails, and I don't know, somehow you are 11 under a rock and you missed it, you can still come into RunRX and find out about the next step that we're doing with our membership. It's actually going to more of a program. And you can also, after the program, you can go into the membership. But if all you really want to do is just work with Valerie for a short period of time and get this down, this is your opportunity to do it. So go ahead and head over to runrx.fit if you want to learn more about how to work with us. But the point is that I find it really amazing. People will come in and they'll start working with us, and we kind of keep you focused for a couple of weeks. Okay, we're just going to look at what is pose and how do you stand in pose and what does that mean for your body? Remember, connecting with all of the body. And if you're injured, how do you adjust for that? And then we look at fall, and then of course we look at pull. And so what'll happen though is somebody will start working through, and they'll get maybe through pose or even day 4 or 5 of pose. And they'll say, okay, I've done pose. Now what? Or they'll get through it and they'll say, okay, I've fallen a couple times. Now what? Or they get all the way through the immersion. They'll go, okay, so now can I run a marathon? And I kind of want to slow down a little bit. Think about how you would react to a child that's learning, or a teenager. This wouldn't really be a child. How about a teenager that is learning to drive? Okay. I had my first driver's ed class. I know about the blinkers. I know about everything. They took me around the block. Can I have the keys to the car? You'd be like, no. Or what if they took it back a step and said, okay, I learned the blinkers and stuff. Now what? You'd be like, well, you got to learn the blinkers again. And then you got to look at your mirrors again. And then you got to make sure your seatbelt's on. Every time you get in the car, you've got to go through those steps. Because what they're going to do, you know this, you start getting lazy and you go, I don't have to check my mirrors. And then it's that one time that the guy shoots out from the side, driver's side, and you didn't even see him and scared you to death, right? But you have to train yourself to, nope, I get in the car, put on my seatbelt, I check my mirrors, I make sure I can see everything, I look around left and right, and then I put it into drive and I go, right? And it's those days that you start getting now what? I'm in a hurry. Come on. Isn't that true? You always hit all the red lights when you're in a hurry, or you wind up getting road rage because you're late. But those days that you're you got all the time in the world, or it doesn't even bother you, nothing gets in your way. So I want you to think about that with your running practice. If you're not in the group and you want to join us, I want you to think about the idea of coming in and being coachable and letting yourself just learn something brand new again, even though you've been doing it for a while. I don't care if you've been running for 20 years. If you are wanting to learn more about running technique, then you're already a step closer than most people. You already see that maybe there's a better way to run. Maybe I could be more efficient. Maybe I could be faster. Maybe I could do that marathon that I want to do. But I'm willing to be open-minded and coachable to the idea of what's to come. Okay? So that's what I want you to think about this week. And I want you to consider coming in and working with us. And if you do nothing else but you work for the 4 weeks with us, you will get a new appreciation for how your body moves in space. I've been working with Valerie for 4 years, and every time I listen to her talk about these things, I learn something new. And I can guarantee you she is not saying anything new. She is saying the same things over and over again to the point that I can almost recite it. But now it's hitting in a different way because I've evolved. I've connected more with my body. I've connected more with the concept of moving my body in space. So I'm in a much better position than I was, say, a year ago or 3 years ago. So I want you to be open to this idea and consider joining us and consider coming into this program and being fully immersed in what is RunRX and give it a try. You really have nothing to lose. I will tell you that if you come in and you get in for a couple of days and you're like, this is too woo for me. I can't imagine it's too woo for you because you're listening to this podcast, but you're thinking it's too woo for me. I can't do this. As long as you haven't sent in a gait analysis, we'll give you your money right back. Now, if you send in your gait analysis, that's like you're paying for 30 years of expertise, right? You're paying for that expertise. So that's kind of null that. But you've got like 7 days to check it out and see if you like it. But I think you'll like it. If you've been following us for a while, you've been listening to us, you know there's something different. You know there's a better way. Now you just have to learn how. So I really hope you'll consider joining us. Go to runrx.fit, click on the work with me. It'll take you right there and you can sign up for this class. Now, if you think, I can't do it, I'm too busy, got a work project, got too much going on, we're going to launch it again. We're moving away from a membership and we're going back to a course because we found that people work better when they're held accountable for a period of time and they have a group to go with. It's kind of like school. Like I know that I have study hall and there's going to be 5 people there that are always in study hall with me. And if I don't show up, they're going to be like, hey, where were you? Right? Or maybe it's a coffee house and you know that you have a certain rhythm with things. So we're going to start setting this rhythm now for 2022. The first class will start in August. It'll be the month of August. Then we'll take a little break. We're planning right now to do one in October and then possibly even do one in December because we all get sidetracked around the holidays. Okay. And then we'll come back after the new year and try it again. So keep an eye out, get on our wait list if you're not already on our list, and we'll keep notifying you of when we're going to do it. And you can join us at any time, but I hope you'll join us for this first one because this first one is going to be the best because it's fresh and it's new and it's totally live and 100% fun. Okay. I can guarantee it 100% fun. So we hope to see you in the immersion and check us out at runrx.fit. Thanks guys.
Thank you for joining us on the RunRX Podcast. If you'd like to know more, join us at www.runrx.fit. And if you have additional questions that you'd like answered on the podcast, email us at support@runrx.fit.